Hello. Good morning. It actually just now got to be afternoon. So we are about an hour away from heading to go off to our next work trip, but I wanted to kind of give y'all an inside peek as to what we are doing in the world of Luxor esports. So recently I have recruited an Overwatch team. They're going to be competing in Open Division in Europe. The team is based in Italy. So right now we are just working on some scrim VODs. So this software is really, really cool. It's called Q.GG. It's not an ad. I just really appreciate the software, and it's really, really cool. So you've got the VOD here that the team gets to upload, and then you get to go through, and then whenever there's a note to be had, you get to put a little marker down and kind of let them know how they're doing and whatnot. So like, hey, there's a red mark, this is an area that needs to be improved. Here's a yellow mark, this is just a note saying, neither here nor there, it's just a neutral kind of note. And then you can put green marks to say like, hey, this is really solid. You can even go in and like clip different things. You can go in and make audio notes, and so if there's something a little bit more detailed that a simple text won't get the job of kind of coming across, I can just hit record, and I can sit here and talk and let the team know, like, hey, this is how that fight should have gone, this is some areas that we can improve, and things like that. And then you can do the same thing with a marker. So I can go in with a pen and just kind of mark up the page if I wanted to draw on the screen or something like that. So it's really, really cool of a software. So I've had a lot of fun playing around with it for the last couple hours. Got about halfway through the last scrim VOD, so I'll have to go back and do that more once we get back to Charlotte here in a few days. But yeah, everything else is going good. We are starting a 3-day trip, but it's only 2 duty periods because it's a red eye. I hate red eyes, and you'll be able to tell why based on how exhausted I will be when we come back in a couple of days. But it's just 2 legs today. Nice, easy, simple day. We're going to go 1 leg to Dallas, and then 1 leg to Sacramento, California. And then we stay there for 24 hours, and then we will work the red-eye flight back home. And we'll get home at like 6 a.m. on that 3rd day. So we'll have to find something to go do in Sacramento. I've heard mixed reviews on that airport that we stay at, so hopefully it's not, or the hotel that we stay at, so it's like not in the best area or something like that, but hopefully we can find something fun to do. Yeah, let's get after it. Let's get ready to go. One leg down, 1 more to go. It is a long one. It's 3 hours and 6 minutes. A nice little view out the window now. Just hanging out. We'll start boarding here in a few minutes. This one does have TV screens, which is nice, so the passengers will be quite entertained. I haven't even looked to see if we're full yet. Hopefully we have like the back row to kind of chill, because these galleys can get pretty cold. We'll see how it goes. But yeah, 1 more leg. So far, so good. Let's keep it up. Hello. Good evening. We are in Sacramento, California. We finally made it. My goodness, are some people, I don't even know the right word to say. Let's just go with foolish. How about that? So we had a lady on our last flight, and she got on board, and then she sat down, she took her seat, and everybody's on board. We push back, we get ready to go. We're actually taxiing at this point. We're about to get ready to, we're approaching the runway. We're in line for takeoff. And the flight attendant in the back notices that the lady has a dog sitting in her lap. And so she double checks the flight information that we have, and that passenger isn't listed to have a support animal, so like it can't stay in her lap. And so and in fact, it wasn't, not only was it not listed as a support animal, but she wasn't listed to have an animal with her at all. And so I don't know if she was able to like sneak it past everybody, or I'm not 100% sure how that kind of unfolded, but she decided that she didn't want to comply. She said that she didn't want to put the dog in the little basket, and so we told her like, hey, this is a regulation. Like, we didn't fuss about the fact that it wasn't listed, because like we didn't care. Like, if she was able to sneak it on or whatever, it doesn't matter. Like, we're already going, but it still has to go in the little kennel thing, whatever, carry-on bag. And she just wouldn't do it. She's like, no, the dog gets too antsy. And so the flight attendant that was talking to her was just like, well, ma'am, you realize that if you don't want to put the dog in the thing, like, we're going to have to go back to the gate. And so I guess she was like, yeah, I understand. I'm not putting him in the thing. And so we did. Like, the captain literally came across the PA and he's like, flight attendants prepare for takeoff, meaning we're like next in line to go. We're like on the runway, basically. We're ready. Engines are ready and everything. And the lead flight attendant had to call real quick and be like, hey, I'm sorry, I think we're gonna have to go back to the gate. And so we did. We had to pull all the way around. It took like 35 minutes, because we're in Dallas. It's not a small airport. It's not like we're just like one runway, I'll just pull back around, it'll be fine. No, we gotta go clear around the other side of the airport again, find an empty gate, and then somebody had to come meet the flight, had to get off, they had to talk about it for a little bit, and then they finally decided, yeah, we're just gonna take her off. So she had to go back on, get her bags. So it was a nightmare. It was a mess. Finally got to Sacramento about an hour late. I thought that because this is like my 24-hour break, it kind of got cut into a smidge with the layover. I thought it was going to be an issue, but I called him, and I actually had a 24-hour break technically between day 3 and day 4. Barely, so that counts. So I'm still legal, but I don't think Destiny is. Destiny's one of my classmates. I don't think she was, so I'm not sure. But the scheduling told me that they were either going to send her on a deadhead the next day, or figure out something different with her if she is illegal. They said they would just replace her. They're not going to delay the flight for her, so not for 30 minutes. But anyways, that's my story for the day. I hope y'all had a great day today. I'm going to watch some Avengers. I think the goal is to stay up for a little while and get real good and tired, and then get one good sleep. And then tomorrow, like, once I wake up, I'm just going to be up until I work. So I'm going to try to stay up as late as I can. It's going to be kind of hit or miss these next 3 red eyes, just to see if I can figure out a system that works well for me. But I'll keep you posted. But for now, I'm going to watch some Avengers. But I'll see y'all in the morning. Laters. Good morning. You can't tell, I literally just woke up. But, yeah, there's not much of a view out here. Whew. It's like 6-something in the morning here, local time. So it's like 9-something in the morning my time. But, honestly, I don't even remember what time I passed out. I didn't quite finish the Avengers movie. I probably got 45 minutes to an hour in, something like that, and then passed out. So, whew. I'm gonna make some coffee, maybe get some breakfast or something, and then see about maybe going across the street to the mall or something like that. I think there's a mall over there. So, we'll find something to do today. Since it's a longer layover, I don't want to just stay inside all day if I can help it. So, go out and get some fresh air, you feel me? So, I'm gonna get some coffee and then we'll see what we can get ourselves into. Well, it is a beautiful day outside. Got a nice little breeze going. I put on a sweatshirt. Probably shouldn't have. It's a little warm for that, but oh well, we're going now, so it is what it is. We're going across the street and go check out this mall. I don't really have anything to do there, apart from just getting out and about, running around, checking it out. I don't have any money for shopping or anything like that right now, so we'll see what we can get into over there. Well, had some fun at the mall, just walked around, and then went down to the Starbucks to get a little sandwich, breakfast sandwich, and I went with the decaf coffee, which is a bummer. Not a fan of the decaf coffee. I was gonna get a regular one, but then I remembered I gotta go back to the room and fall asleep so that I can work all night. So I'm heading back now. I might watch a little bit of a program or something on my way back. There's really not a ton to do around here, but we'll see. But for now, I think we're just gonna go back and hang out in the room for a bit, and then get ready to work the red eye this evening. Depending on what time it is. There is a pool there, which might be nice. So I might go down to the pool for a hot minute, but we'll just have to wait and see. Let's get there and figure out what we want to do. I tried to do a time-lapse video for the videos, and instead it just took thousands of photos. Look at all the photos. So no time-lapse. Sorry, dudes. I tried. Thought it would be cool, but nope. Alas, mi familia, it is time to go to the airport. It is 8:30 local time. It is 11:30 my time, but despite I wasn't able to really rest this afternoon. It was restful, but I did not get to rest. I tried to lay there for a little bit and I just couldn't get to sleep. So I ended up just watching a movie. I probably should have kept trying, but I was too restless. So I watched The Fast and the Furious and 1 and 4. So the first one that Vin Diesel was in was the first one, and then the second one he was in as well with O'Connor. So that was an enjoyable afternoon, and then I started editing the next video, and I realized that the time-lapse that I was doing for our 3-hour sit in Dallas quickly became 1,500 individual photos. So that was annoying. so I had to go through and delete those. But we figured it out, so now we know if we're gonna do a time lapse, don't use the GoPro if we're wanting to put it in the video. Either do it with software, or I know that I can do it with my iPhone or my iPad pretty successfully. So one or the other of those will be the route we go in the future if we decide we want to include that. But gonna get some caffeine in my system, head downstairs, and let's go to Charlotte. Let's do it. Howdy.
How's it going?
Good. We are running into a smidgen of an issue. Hopefully it's not the end of the world. Well, we're about to find out if it is. But one of the flight attendants left their tablet on the van, she thinks. So we're gonna see if they have to print one at the airport, or she's calling the hotel to see if they have it on the van. But she's not 100% sure where she left it. So we're playing a waiting game right now, but Sacramento has a 12:30 a.m. curfew, so if we don't get out by then, we won't be going at all. The only reason it would take till 12:30 is if they have to print a manual, like a paper one here, because you're not allowed to fly without a manual. So they're either gonna have to find it, which would be the quick option, or they'll have to print one if they don't already have one printed. And it was just an update, so the odds of them having one ready to go are kind of slim. So I'll keep you posted. Well, they've located it. It was on the hotel shuttle, so that's good news. That's the shorter of the options. And so she ran down to meet the van. It's on its way back to the airport now, so we just gotta wait for it to get back and for her to snatch it and get back through security into the gate and whatnot. So hopefully we will be boarding in the next 20 or 30 minutes and get out of here. Kind of a bummer because that'll delay us by probably an hour. So a bummer, but not the end of the world. I'll just push back our next sleep a little while, but it's all good. We'll get there when we get there, right? So in the meantime, I'm gonna have some fruit snacks while we wait, because they're tasty. We'll pass the time. We have survived. We made it. Day 8 is done. For work at least. Woo! I got a sandwich for breakfast. I'm excited and I'm tired. Not too horrible. I'm usually a little bit more beat after these red eyes. To be honest, normally I've got like a headache and my body's aching and everything, and it's not that bad right now. So hopefully that means that the rest of them for the month will also be okay. These are by far the trips that I dread the most, though. So we made it through a third of the way done of the for those for the month. With those for the month, I guess. But yeah, so I'm happy. Got it in the books. Tomorrow is also going to be a very long day. I don't think we have to get there till early afternoon, but we go all the way to LAX and then back all the way to Austin. So that's going to be a long day, and I think it's just a 2-day. So it's a long day, and then day 2 is short. I think it's Austin to DFW, which is like very short, like juice and water, and then to Charlotte. So should be an easy second day. But yeah, rolling right along into the first week. I think it's been successful. I'm only as beat as I am because it's a red eye and I've been up all night. So overall, I think it's going good. I'll have 20 something, almost 30 hours, probably 30 hours-ish to recover at home. So let's get it. And I will see y'all in the next one. Laters.